Hello everyone, if you are currently watching the stream, it's currently 11:58 p.m. where I am on November the 7th, 2025. And that means in exactly 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes now, at least in my time zone, I will be 21, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I hope you guys check out the new cover I posted recently. It's Tuki's Song of Life. I thought that was a very fitting cover for my last cover of being 20, I guess, because I thought the lyrics were very meaningful and it was very reflective. Yeah, so I hope this year's been crazy. We've done a lot. I've posted a lot of videos I liked and a lot of videos that people liked. Some videos I didn't as well, but I hope that in the next year I can continue to do better. And so I've just been playing an assortment of songs so far, nothing too crazy with a theme, just whatever comes to mind. But for this song, which will be, I guess, played as the clock ticks over, it's going to be from my favorite anime of all time. You might not know it, but it means a lot to me, so please enjoy. thank you for listening. That was Kokokara Kokokara, the one of the endings to Soroyori, A Place Further Than the Universe, which is my favorite show of all time. Who would have thought that a show about 4 girls going to Antarctica would shape my life so much and probably inspire me to do a lot of things on this channel. So you can owe it to that show for a lot of the things you see here. So yeah, thank you for all the birthday wishes, everyone. I'm very happy you're here. You chose to join the stream today to hear me play. And I will always appreciate your support. You know, music is for sharing. I've always felt that, which is why I decided to do this. Music is always better shared. So that's why we're here. Maka, yeah, it is in fact midnight for me right now. Yep, I am in the east coast of Toronto. So that's where I am. So 2 a.m. It's usually around 2 a.m. your time. So what time is it normally? Because I feel like I normally stream in the evenings for me. Um, I normally stream in the I normally stream in the evenings for me, but I guess earlier in the evening, like 8 or 9 p.m. So I guess I don't know. Are you in Europe somewhere maybe? So that you're like you just woke up in the morning or something like that. I assume that's what that is. "9 p.m. West Coast buddies. I see you." I would assume that's the only people. I would assume the only people who would be awake right now are people in Americas and people in Asia, where it's the morning. Kinda SEA technically. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what time zone you're being. No, I guess you're right. I would have thought actually my stream times are okay for SEA for Southeast Asia. You just kind of have to wake up a bit early. If I stream earlier in the morning, because I think it's like 12, 13-hour time difference. But yeah, I assume it's morning for you. That makes sense. Yeah, I love, honestly, all the Maiko stuff is like, it's so weird because it's like, it hits so hard. And of course, you know, with the episode that it's in, the absolutely insane, like, emotional intensity that builds up, it's like unmatched. And like, it's so weird because it's like, if you just read the lyrics, like if you knew nothing about the anime, if you knew nothing about the anime and you just read the lyrics like translated literally, you'd be like, bro, this is so cringe, this is so emo, who would write this? But like in the moment, it's like you are not there, man. It's like that is peak. No doubt about it. Yeah. That is the crazy. That is absolutely insane. Like one of the most insane anime moments like ever. It's like pure aura at that point. Yeah, you just had to be there. Exactly. You just had to be there. No doubt about it. And it's like it's weird because it's like it's not really this song especially. I forgot what the name is exactly. I just thought of the memory in my head and I was like, and it's like the speaking as well. Like the speaking part. Like Tamori's voice is just absolutely insane. Yeah, uta kotoba, I think. I can't read Japanese. Please, this is actually so embarrassing. No, I thought Mayota is. I don't know how to play that one, but it's the one that starts with like that guitar riff. This is the one in episode 10 where it's like the start is like something like that. Not exactly, but something like that. It's like it's just Reina aura farming on her guitar while Tamori reads her poem. And it's like crazy. Yeah, Mayota is the. I mean that one's also really good. How's it go again? It's like yeah, it's been a while since I listened to the album. What is it? What's the chorus again? I think if I just listen to it, I'm gonna remember it again. One sec, I don't want to get copyrighted. Yeah. Yeah, all the Michael songs are so good. Maybe I should cover more of them, but I don't know. There's no keyboard in my Go, obviously, because Sakiko left. If you know, you know. Yeah. It's been a while since I listened to sorry. It's been a while since I listened to it too. Yeah. They do come out with new songs occasionally though. I actually really like the new song they put out. It's not that new anymore, but the one Ega Kumirai, it sounds, especially the music video, the one with like the really soft animation of just like the Mygo girls going just like hanging out basically. It's like it's just so pure, right? It really captures that sense of seishun, you know, like always say youth or whatever, and it's like it's so beautiful. I like something about that intro just really like tugs at the heartstrings. Like just that guitar intro. Let me see if I can remember it. Something. Yeah. And like the chorus, like I can play it like more sentimentally. I can play it like in the original, it's like very groovy, right? Like obviously, because yeah, the one where they went to the beach, exactly. Like you could play it very, like obviously the real song, because it's, you know, guitar, right? So it's the really heavy rock groove like that. But it's like I feel like you could play it like, sorry, I feel like you could play the melody like really really sentimentally as well, like the like isn't that just like so, it's just like it's nothing even that crazy. It's just 1 3, it's like it's that major third that resolves to the 6th, but like, you know, you gotta love it. You gotta love the sharp 5th. It just works every time. Ooh. Yeah, it is a lot more fitting. Like I feel like if I were to arrange this song like for a regular cover, which I probably won't, because it's, I mean, I might though. This is the other thing. I've been struggling to come up with ideas this season. I feel like this anime season has been pretty dry for things I've enjoyed. Like obviously there's the Chainsaw Man movie, which I absolutely loved. I went to see it twice, actually. That was how good it was when it finally came out in North America. Also kind of sucked that I had to wait so long. All of you guys in Asia got it so much earlier. So I was so jealous. The whole time I was like, I have to, and like I'm anime only as well. So, you know, I had to avoid all the spoilers, couldn't watch the music videos. And that was really tough because, you know, I ended up making my video like late, the one of the OST tracks. And the unfortunate reality of the YouTube game is if you're late, you're going to get less of the views because people are going to watch the ones that were out first. So, you know, every YouTube channel basically on the face of the earth had already made their own version of In the Pool. Some were better than others and some were not, but yeah, I was late to the party. Although Animen's version is like, as usual, mind-blowing, like all of the classical influences he like weaved into it, like referencing the Chopin Raindrop Prelude because it's like water, like the sparkling water at that part, or like using the same techniques of like that Debussy does with his like sort of like whole tone like runs. As a classical musician, I was like, just no, it just really gets me. Like no one does it quite like him. But yeah, if I were to arrange this, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with playing it like the typical sort of groove that I play in a lot of songs that are like in this field, in this area is like. Like if I add that, it sounds pretty full, like the. Sorry, I don't know the melody. I mean, it would take some refining, but it's like with big enough chords, it will always sound full. But like, I would definitely throw in like a soft like I would definitely find some opportunity to throw in there. It would be like such a moment of like levity where you're just like, it's like you take a breath and it's like everything is like lightened up a bit, and it's like very good contrast. Like compositionally, it would be very strong as well. Yeah, Animen's my goat. Animen's is everyone's goat, man. I mean, I wouldn't be here without Animen's, that's for sure. He definitely found a way to inspire me, for sure. And I mean, I don't think I'll ever be as good as him, but every day I will try to be better. So we get a little bit closer every day, even though the path forward is still, of course, very long. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I actually don't really know what I'm going to do next. Like, normally by the time, just personally speaking, normally when I post a cover, I already have by the time I post a cover, there's usually another cover that is like in planning, or at least in the arranging stage, if not even further on, just so I can have my YouTube schedule sort of rolling. But like now I kind of don't have anything, because like nothing is really that interesting to me this season. And like in both camps, it's like I feel like I've already covered the Spy Family ones, which is like the popular anime, or like the most generically popular anime. And obviously Chainsaw Man, but it's like none of the other seasonals are like that crazy, I feel like. David, thank you for the birthday wishes. You can't call me Gogo, you're literally older than me. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. This season's kind of dry. I'm barely watching anything. You know what's crazy though? January 2026 is unbelievably stacked. Like, it's unbelievable. It's like you have Freerun, you have JJK, you have for me Medalist Season 2, which is one of my favorites if you saw my cover of that. You also have Oshinoko Season 3, which is gonna be crazy. You have things like Hell Paradise, which I'm not watching, but obviously that's also really big. Yeah, like January. Yeah, Medalist is back. Medalist Season 2 is airing January as well. I'm honestly, like, it has me a little bit worried because I feel like it's a bit quick. I hope that the production doesn't suffer too much. The sad thing about Medalist is, like, the animation is, like, decent, but I do wish it was, like, amazing, because, like, the manga art is actually mind-blowing. Like, this is one of the very few shows where, like, I think the manga is better. Like, I'm someone that, like, loves the anime experience because I place a lot of weight on music, obviously, if you couldn't tell. But the manga art is just, like, it's stunning. It's so dynamic. Like, the manga art literally feels like it moves more than, like, the animations. Which is like ridiculous. Because it's not moving, but I feel like it moves more than the pictures. Yes, the CGI works. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. It definitely is good enough for me to enjoy it. But, like, I feel like if it was given to, like, if in my dream world, they had, like, infinite budget and they gave it to, like, a super big studio that could, like, actually, you know, like, motion cap everything, for example, then it would be, like, not CGI. Then it would be like 100 out of 10. Sean, thank you for the $2 Canadian. I think you win very first super chat ever. Thank you very much. I will gladly accept your birthday present. Thank you very much. Give it to Kyoani. I mean, oh, the other, what's the new Kyoani animation, Kyoto animation anime that's coming out? I forgot the name of it, but I saw the trailer and it looked so good. It was like, I have it on my anime list, actually. I can just pull it up on my... Am I logged in? I am logged in. What is it called? Sparks of Tomorrow. Yeah, the one that's kind of steampunk. It's so crazy because it was like it came out from the there was a trailer for it ages ago, but then Kyoani obviously had the accidents, and so it was sort of up in the air, and then they released a new trailer, and that's also 2026, which is great. Yume, thanks for the 10 Hong Kong dollars. Am I allowed to say your real name? I don't want to dox you by accident. But yeah, thank you. Love you too. I don't know where the camera is. Yeah. Thank you for all your hard work yesterday. If you know, you know. I mean, no one else in the chat's gonna know, but yeah. Looks amazing based on the trailer. It absolutely is. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Plaza asks, what do you think of the 100 meters movie? I thought it was very good. You know, it actually... I have to tell this story. I'm sorry. This is a yapping stream now, not a music stream. But, like, I watched the 100 meters movie in cinemas, and I was not very happy with my audience experience, because I feel like there were a lot of emotional character moments that I think were meant to be taken seriously. At least I felt so. But then no one in the theater took it seriously. Like, they just started laughing at the guy. I don't want to give like details because I think that's spoilers, but like character sad moment, and that I think is supposed to be taken seriously, and that I personally would find emotional if I was watching it myself, and the audience are just like laughing at him, and it's like, damn, that's kind of mean. Like, honestly, that pissed me off. Like, maybe I have the wrong like, I'm not saying I have the right interpretation or whatever, but like, that really annoyed me. So that kind of took down my enjoyment. Otherwise, it was good. I love the art, I love the stylized animation. Obviously, it was by the author of Orb, which I really loved. Yeah, so I loved Orb. I was actually very late to Orb. I regret not watching Orb when it first came out, because when it's... I would have totally done a cover on it. Like, all the music for it, Yorishika's ending, ED for it was also absolutely amazing. The one that is in 7-8 as well, the best part of that is obviously the 7-8-4-4 dun 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 dun, which I can sing, but I cannot play because that takes practice. It's probably not that hard once you get the hang of it, but dun dun dun, like the 7-8 7-8-4-4 7-8-4-4, but like, that's super cool. Oh my god, David, thank you for the 5 Canadian dollars. He says, just insightful. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Everyone from the VACC coming out with their birthday presents for me. Yeah, 100 meters. So the cover I posted a while back, the one there, it's like... Yeah, that one. So if you watch the trailer for it, you can immediately tell it's Orb. It has like the same sort of like thematic ideas of like, you know, chasing that sort of ideal. In the same way Orb, you know, they were searching for the truth. In 100 meters, it's like the premise is like the character is like training to be a world-class sprinter, right? And it has the same elements of like, you know, chasing after what you believe, and all the challenges that come with that, which is my favorite kind of story, and it really worked. I think this was written before Orb, so you can tell it was like a little weaker in some places. I thought pacing-wise, some areas were like not as strong as Orb. Orb, I felt like was perfectly paced the entire way through. But yeah. What's really funny about this movie as well, Mecca and everyone else, is that the voice actor for I forgot his name, but the voice actor for Noak is the voice actor of one of the also voices one of the characters that's like one of the competitors against the MC, like another fellow runner. Yeah, and it's like, it's so funny because like when I first heard him in the trailer, it's like the only thing I could associate with him was Noak. Like he even has like a similar hair color, like not really similar appearance. He at least has the same hair color. He's also like bearded and like old. And he's like running, and it's like, it was so funny because when I first heard him in the trailer, I was like, oh my god, it's just Noak again. It's literally, even his character is like kind of, no, his character's not the same, but like they share similar aspects, and I thought that was really funny. So yeah, definitely check out the trailer, and I would recommend it. It's not as strong as Orb in my opinion, but it's still very, very good. Yeah. What's your piano cover for How My Zen Existed? Yeah, he reincarnated, or yeah, I guess, yeah, even though this was written before, he reincarnated because this takes place in the present. I love carrying ideas about characters we see in Orb. Yeah, exactly. You can definitely tell that. You can definitely tell where a lot of the ideas he got for Orb comes from. I'd love if you could still do covers for it, even if it's been a while. You know, if there's ever been a time to do that, it would be now, because I honestly can't think of any like pressing sort of trending or like really high caliber songs. Like obviously I still haven't, I don't have videos for Iris Out or Jane Doe, but it's all right. It might be too late for those, and I also honestly got pretty stuck. I wasn't a fan of any of my arrangements for that. Oh my goodness, Hanson with the 10 Hong Kong dollars expedite climb 5,000. This is like, this is officially the weirdest stream because we have an intersection of two of my completely different hobbies, and these are like completely separate, but so no one's gonna understand what you mean. But yeah, thank you very much. It was great working with you yesterday. I was mostly calm, mostly calm. Oh, true, yeah. Expedite climbed 5,000, as in Expedite getting to 5,000 subscribers. Where am I now? I think 4,300. Could you imagine? Nah. My sub rate doesn't grow that quickly, which is the nature of cover channels. I'm also a terrible YouTuber because I just cover what I want, really, and I don't release videos like consistently like a YouTuber should. So if a video does well, I get some subs. And if it's a song that I like but turns out no one else likes, then it dies. But oh well, 'tis the art of being a musician. Also, speaking of Orb, I really like the other ED as well. I was surprised because, like, at first I didn't like the second ED as much, but now I feel like I kind of like it more. Which is really, how does it go again? Oh shoot, it's been so long. I don't remember. Oh well, it's fine. I also feel like the second one is like really, really emotional. The art. Yeah, the mega piano arrangement for Euphonium USD. I saw the question earlier. I just remembered you asked that question. Yeah. So I did that in collaboration. Well, not really in collaboration. I asked fellow YouTuber, Transparasocial GF, who did a few of beautiful arrangements of Sound Euphonium's OST, and I feel like that was also during that time I also had the great opportunity to go back home to Hong Kong, where I'm from, and I had access to my teacher's grand piano studio. I'm very grateful I'm still in good contact with them. So I got to record on a grand piano, and I was thinking about what I wanted to record. Like, I had a very special opportunity to record on an acoustic grand, which here in Toronto, unfortunately, I don't really have, at least not a high quality one. So I thought about what I wanted to record, and I just really wanted to dedicate a video to Sound Euphonium, which is my, I guess, my favorite as well. Between this and A Place Further Than the Universe, I don't know which exactly is first, but we'll call them like tied first. So then I combined their arrangements with my arrangements to create what I really love about all these medley style videos, the Sound Euphonium one, and most recently the Chainsaw Man movie one, as well as I like to tell a story with it. I sort of like to use the OSTs and like to pinpoint like major story beats throughout the movie in like chronological order. So it's like when you listen to it, you get the idea of like if you've seen the source material, then you get to like sort of like relive watching the entire show again. So like that's why I picked the pieces for the Chainsaw Man Rezark medley in the way I did, and also why I picked the Sound Euphonium pieces in that order in the way I did. It's so that you can listen to it and with the help of some of my visuals and writing, sort of like relive the key moments in order as you think about the show from start to end. And I feel like that makes it more emotional. Like from what I'm reading the comments, it's like that works, and it's something I really, really enjoy doing. I love seeing the progression of Kumiko throughout the series. Yeah, absolutely. Just thinking about where she started and where she ended is like, it's like monumental character growth. It's like that's why she is one of my favorite protagonists ever, and why that anime is so great. Like, but like if I had to give it to one thing, it's just like the that last scene where it's like, and then Reina says, "I'm so happy I could die," and then the warm C major chord, and it's like you think back to the first episode where like they were playing this soundtrack. Think back to how at that moment, like at the very beginning, we heard Reina, we see Kumiko didn't care about music at all, and we see Reina saying, "I'm so frustrated I could die." And then you think about the ending, which ends with Reina saying, I'm so happy I could die, and it's like, oh my god, they made it. The entire journey, it comes full circle. I love my bookends. I learned from the rewatch analysis threads. I learned it's called a bookend when you put something in the beginning and the end, and like sort of like to group it together. It's called a bookend. I love it. I love bookends. Juki Hanada does it a lot, and has a lot of his other series as well. Yeah, exactly. She said the thing reaction. I mean, see, this is the interesting thing, because like before season 3 came out, we obviously had the ending of season 2, right? Though. And like we have the title drop, right? Sound Euphonium. I'll never forget how warm it sounds. And it's like that really felt like the ending of like the series, because Chikai no Finale, well, okay, you had Liz and the Bluebird after that, which is like amazing, but it's like, you know, kind of separate. And then you had Chikai no Finale, which was like a little bit sort of, you know, not to the same quality of season 2. So it kind of felt bad, because it was like season 2 wasn't really like the ending of the show, but Shikai also didn't feel like an ending because it was like weak and it kind of ended in a weird place. But now that season 3 came out, it's like you can actually, I'm so satisfied that you can look at the entire series and be like, it has a good ending. Unless you're one of the people that didn't like what Kyoani did to change, and that's an incorrect opinion. Well, okay, I'm not going to get into this, but still, it was, you have to admit, even though I liked it, and I guess you probably did too, Mecca, they did something really, really bold with that ending. So, yeah. I definitely agree with the change. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, the more I think about it, the more I personally believe that the change makes the story stronger. Like, it just makes so much more sense for Kumiko's character. Because if you just think about her trajectory and her progression throughout season 3 and realizing, you know, it's very weird because like I feel like Kumiko had a lot of parallels to me, where it's like she was pretty good at music, the same way I was pretty good at music growing up, but then, you know, ultimately she realized throughout, especially throughout the end of season 3 in her final year, that it's like, you know, I'm not really cut out for being a professional performer. Is like, I'm not like Reina. It's like, that's not really my personality. It's kind of like the same thing I went through when I decided to, you know, not pursue music, like piano performance professionally, because I did have an avenue to go that way when I was growing up, but I chose not to take it. And like, sometimes I think about it, but ultimately I don't think that would have worked for me. Like, just, I would not have been. So it's kind of the same thing Kumiko went through. So that's why the change really worked for me. I feel like it suited her character. But like, I could see a world where you read all the source material, because I didn't. Like, you read the source material. So like, this idea of what the show should end is like ingrained in your brain. It's like you've been waiting for the adaptation for so many years, and it finally comes out and it's like not your expectation. Like, I feel like the bad subversion of expectation is what caused people to have a big knee-jerk reaction. And it's like, to those people, it's like, I sympathize with you. Like, I still disagree, but I understand in that way if you didn't like it. But if you weren't at that camp and you were also like me and you like experienced the story like blind, then I feel like if you didn't know this was, like, let's say you didn't know the source material wasn't a thing, so you didn't know this was a change. Like, you didn't know this was a dramatic change from the source material. This is just a thing that happened. Like, I think climactically that worked really well as a story element, and just like as like the story in general. I thought that was absolutely amazing. Hoseng, thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, I'm currently not in Hong Kong at the moment because I have since moved after graduating high school. I just realized I played a bunch of Sound Euphonium OSTs, so this stream is now 100% demonetized because all of all of her video, all of those OST tracks are completely unmonetizable. So rip all the ad revenue of the stream. Super chats will stay though, so don't worry, guys. But any ads you watched, I ain't getting the money anymore. Mecca says, I do prefer going to stuff blind, so it didn't really affect my experience. But yeah, it's unfortunate for those waiting for the 10 years. Yeah, I feel like, this is just my head theory, I don't know for sure. But I feel like if you read the source material and then you got this ending and you were annoyed, I think that's completely fair. But if you went in blind, I think, I don't know, I think this ending is more powerful than if they just let it be, did the normal thing, for example. Oh no? Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, that medley video is completely not monetizable because the composer Matsuda Akito is taking all the revenue from that. So the way, actually, you might be wondering, for cover artists, because I am, covering other copyrighted songs, what usually happens is that the artist of the song allows revenue sharing. So I'm playing their copyrighted material, so any money I make off my videos should, go to them because they made the song. They deserve some of the credit. So they get some money, and then I get some money, and it's like split. The exact percentage split is not published, but it works like that. But obviously, the copyright holder is entitled to what people want to do with their videos, so what people can do with their content. So if he wants to take all the money, he deserves it because those soundtracks are just beautiful. Talking so much about Sound Euphonia now. It's like I'm in a Sound Euphonia mood. Yeah. I really love the end part. The la 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 la, which is only in the full version, obviously. Yeah. In case you didn't know, that was Dream Solister, or Dream Soloist, the first opening to Sound Euphonium, since we were talking about Sound Euphonium. I really like the ending. And True is just such a good vocalist. And I'm so glad she came back and did all 3 OPs. And the other cool thing about Sound Euphonium openings is that obviously in the first one, you had that cool, like swiveling, revolving shot of, like, Kumiko. And in first year, she's like in season 1, she's like that first year student sitting on the chair, you know, all young and like innocent. And then in season 3, you have like a parallel of that, but instead she's like the band director and has like all this aura. And it's like, it's really cool. It's like, again, we were talking about the way Kumiko progressed so much as a character. And that's how, yeah, that's one of the ways. Ricotta is also a really good OP, but I can't play it. It's so hard. It's in such a hard key for me to like internalize when I'm playing by ear, at least. I've also forgotten how it goes. It's been too long. Oh well. Yusuf, thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you very much. Glad to see you here. Okay, back to Sound Euphonium. Which opening do you like best, Mecca? Because I'm actually really torn. I kind of like all 3 of them. I really like the gimmick in the season 2 one where it's like black and white at the beginning, but then it becomes color after they win the Kansai round. I thought that was really cool. Also, I think song-wise, the upbeatness of opening 2 is like one of my favorites. But like opening 3 is the most recent, and it's like it has the most depth because you see how much the character's changed. I cannot play the opening 2 because I do not remember it. Yeah. I actually really, I don't know. Yeah, the second one is like when, there's nothing quite like when the chorus hits, the super upbeatness. Yeah, maybe opening 2 is my favorite. I think season 2 is also probably like the quote-unquote best season. Like season 3, I like a lot. I love the ending. I love a lot of the moments. But to say that season 3 did not have problems would be lying to myself, unfortunately. Even though it is my favorite anime, obviously, and I love something because it's more than the sum of its parts, right? Like it's about the overall feeling it gives you, and the individual problems I can point out exist, but just didn't influence my enjoyment. But they definitely exist, you know, pacing and lack of music being the most common ones. I love if you could play something from Liz. You know, it's interesting because I don't know if you're here from the beginning of this stream, but the composer for the Chainsaw Man movie, Liz and the Bluebird, and A Silent Voice, Kensuke Ushio, I just absolutely love what he does with the piano. And actually, I don't know if you could catch this or if you've seen my video on it, but the obviously like the big climax part to my In the Pool arrangement, the you know where I got inspiration of that from? I actually did play this at the beginning of the stream. You know what that really sounds like to me? It sounds like this. Right? It's like I don't know. I noticed this in my head and I was like, whoa, he did it again. Like that sort of like super rhythmic metro, and like his motifs are really cool because it's like it's not even that many notes. Like if you think about the Silent Voice, like that lit theme, it's like it's so simple. And then In the Pool is like a little bit more complicated, but it's like the same thing. It's like it's so simple, but it works so well. Yeah. So obviously Kensuke Ushio, my absolute goat. You could absolutely tell. I wrote this in the description, obviously, of my Chainsaw Man. I love the way he records pianos, like the fact that he can, like, you know, like he records like the not just like the like the normal piano sound, but like literally the piano itself, like all the innate sounds of the piano, like super intimately, and I absolutely love the effect it creates. Yeah, and then obviously he did Lose in the Bluebird, which is also, I don't know what would I cover from Lose in the Bluebird though, because I feel like a lot of the tracks are just so like atmospheric. You know what I mean? They're like sort of. It's hard to cover because they're not. They serve as more like atmospheric. Like obviously you have the orchestral like the theme. But that also is, I don't know. Liz and the Bluebird though, like the effect of that music just in the background as it plays is absolutely insane. And then obviously the Liz and the Bluebird itself, like the piece. It's actually interesting because here, let me show you something. So I didn't do this. I was very close to doing this for my Chainsaw Man video, but Kensuke Ushio records a lot of his softer, more mellow piano tracks with like a felt piano. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't know if you know, but like in an upright piano, when you push the middle pedal down, it has like the felt that sort of, and it creates like a mellow sound. So actually, if I can find my Chainsaw Man score back, where did it go? Here it is. I think it was especially Slow Summer Eve. I think is played with a felt. I actually have a felt sample on my Yamaha CP88 right here. So if I just like up the reverb a lot as well. Oh, maybe not that much. Let me just like up the compressor so it's like really loud. Yeah. So if you listen to the original track, it sounds more like that because he records it with the felt piano, and I think he also does use it in a lot of the other pieces. So let me turn that off now. Oops. Oh, you haven't seen it. I'm trying to think if I've said any spoilers now. I guess not. But that's a shame you missed it, because I feel like, the Chainsaw Man movies, like, is one of the movies that, like, I feel like the cinema experience, like, is so worth it. It's like it's elevated it so much. Like, I saw it once, and then I loved it so much, I went and bought it. Like, I saw it with friends the first time, and then I loved it so much that I bought a second ticket to see it in IMAX for myself, because I was like, I couldn't resist. It was too good. Like, I literally came out of watching the movie and I was just thinking about it all day. Like, I was like thinking about it all day. So what do when I'm thinking about an anime all day? I write an arrangement for it. I spend all my free time writing the arrangement for it, playing the music for it, thinking about the scenes, thinking about, okay, I can't say spoilers now because I don't want to spoil it for Mecha, but I was just thinking about, the ending and everything, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then I recorded the video, and I was editing the video, and I was like adding in the subtitles at the ending of the video, like at the very end of Denji's last quote, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry again just editing this video. And then it's like, I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I had to go see it again. It was just that good. Like, something about Fujimoto's writing is just so raw and so resonant with me. Like, obviously, one of my other favorite movies of his is Look Back, right? And so Chainsaw Man was, like, so good. And, like, it's so weird because it's, like, it's classified as battle shonen, which is, like, historically not been my favorite genre, because I've said this in other videos, but it's, like, I tend to not like watching fighting for the sake of fighting, which is why things like Solo Leveling personally don't work for me, even though I can understand the appeal. But, like, I love a good action. In order, at least my opinion alert, by the way, this is hot take or whatever, this is purely opinion. In order for me to enjoy a good action scene, you have to do something else to get me invested in the character first. And with the way the Chainsaw Man movie was structured, and obviously season 1, even though it was very action heavy for the second part, like, I loved it. And, like, the animations, the stylization, the direction, everything else, all of that was really good. But the most important thing was that I was so invested in these characters already that the fights felt like, it felt like I was doing something. And I was something about rooting. Yeah, no spoilers so far. Even stopped scrolling hints to Insta to avoid them. Yeah, the scrolling is so bad. But what's really funny is that it's like the Instagram algorithm knows. It's like, as soon as I come out of the movie, I just like one reel related to it, and, the entire algorithm is just feeding me edits of the Chainsaw Man movie, feeding me edits of like, the ending, and it's like, and, like, people's fan art of big spoiler thing, and, yeah, it's so good. What about Attack on Titan? I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if you look back at where my channel is, I've only been playing serious stuff on this channel for like 3 years, I guess. No, 2 years, and that's how long I've been watching anime for. I have not been watching anime for very long at all. So Attack on Titan, like, so many of these big sort of shows that started in, like, the early 2010s, for example, I would not have gotten into because I like watching seasonals a lot more, because I like the live discussion aspect of anime. And by the time I was into anime, Attack on Titan was, like, in its final season, final part, final 3, whatever they were doing, and I did not have time to binge it from the beginning. I would say I'm like kind of interested in it. Like, you know, I do kind of want to see what it's about. Like soon TM eventually, maybe. Maybe I'll do it now because the season is so empty and I have nothing else to watch. Maybe I'll actually binge it from the beginning. But so I can't give an opinion on whether I would like Attack on Titan. It seems interesting enough, you know. It seems like it has compelling drama, compelling story, compelling characters. It isn't just fighting for the sake of fighting, even though action is a big part of it. So I think I'd enjoy it reasonably. And like, I can't deny the music is good. Like the... Oops. Or, you know, the other theme. Etc. The music is so epic. And I also really love, one of my favorite anime's arrangements is Akuna no Ko, which I assume plays at a really emotional moment. But unfortunately, I don't know what it means because I haven't watched it. And back when Attack on Titan, I was, yes, if you've been watching my channel, you would know that I did cover the sort of final Attack on Titan chapter songs. And I was like, I wrote in the description, oh, it's so emotional, but I was a liar. So, sorry. Mecha says, same thing here, started in 2021, but I try to catch up with stuff that seems to stand out a lot from the rest. Yes. Yes. I would say I tend to agree. I mean, like, Sound Euphonium. Like, I'm literally being such a hypocrite now because Sound Euphonium existed for so long before I started watching and I went from it from the beginning, so it's like, what am I to say? But, yes. Play some common... I'm sorry, Claudia. So, because I'm playing a lot of these arrangements by ear right now, yes, the chords are pretty basic. In like a prepared video, you'll see that they're like sort of extend a little bit more. But like for example, in the Rashisa, I really love the use of the all of these like sort of like slash chords that are like that have like the augmented feel to them, which is very typical in a lot of Hige Danism music. You have the E flat over F as well, obviously, into the chorus. But yeah. Oh, Calvin, thank you for the $2, $2 Australian. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, means a lot. Thank you so much. Is there anything you're watching this season? So there is one more I'm watching this season, which is... Watatabe, or in English, This Monster Wants to Eat Me. It's a very interesting take on Yuri, and I am decently enjoying it. It's probably not good enough that in a typical season I would pick it up. Like, for example, if this was in January 2026, like January 2026 is just too stacked, so I wouldn't be watching something like this. But this season I was like, I need something to watch, so I saw it was decently popular, and yeah, it's good. Like, every episode is ending on like pretty nasty cliffhangers, so like it keeps me coming back. The budget isn't the highest for it, but like it's so good. Also, like the anime, like the opening is like really growing on me. There's like lots of high, sort of really high piano riffs in that I thought were really cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm watching. I'm obviously watching the other thing I cover on this channel, which is the Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. Because I got sucked into the horse girl training arc. Not good for my addiction tendencies, but I'm hooked on it now. The interesting thing about Cinderella Grey is, like, I feel like it's a very shonen style anime now compared to the previous seasons of Uma Musume, which makes it a lot more. It gives it a much wider appeal. Whether you like it or not, like, I think it's great, but it's very different in that way. Would I recommend picking up Watatabe? Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, if you don't like, you can, like, it has like a warm recommendation from me. It's not like the best thing ever, or like I'm saying you absolutely have to watch it, but I think it's decent enough that, you know, you can try, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But I think the premise is decently interesting. The first few episodes are pretty slow paced, so you can see if you like that. Cinderella Grey was a manga at first, so the author is different. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That does make sense. I actually cannot believe that I'm so hooked on the freaking horse girls. I was like mildly interested in it. So like I started watching, there was a rewatch thread on Reddit that started like all the way from the beginning. And I was like, oh, why the hell not? I'll just like watch it. And then like season 2 hit, and I was like, oh, like, here's the thing, like season 1 of like the mainline series is, not gonna lie, pretty tough to get through. But then season 2 hits, like all the big moments in season 2 hit, and it's like, oh my god, it's crazy. And then obviously the later movies where they had a lot more budget are like a lot better too. Teo best Uma? Teo's really good, but if I had to pick one of my favorite moments from season 2, it would be this one. Yep, so that was A Little Prayer, Sasayaka na Inori, I think, which is the ending for Rice Showers episode. My personal favorite character probably has to be her. She's just like, I always liked like the act of like rooting for like the underdog, the person that like didn't believe in themselves, but like they finally did it and they learned to, you know, like I related a lot to sort of Rice Shower's like confidence issues, like self-projection, self-deprecation, like type habits. So like seeing her succeed at the end of that episode was like, it was so touching for me. And like Teo's storyline was also really, really good. But that one special moment in Rice Shower's story, that really hit me. And so it kind of sucks that she's not meta in the game, but whatever. But yeah, Teo is great too, obviously. Teo. I love the ending in the ending of the season 2 opening where it's like Teo and McQueen running side by side, and then you have like that Hora, which is sang by Kita-san Black and Saturn Diamonds. Like, it's the cutest thing ever. I love it so much. Yeah, it was great. Aki, hello! Hello from Japan! I'm so sorry I cannot understand Japanese, but thank you for your message. It's 3:30 p.m.? Yeah, it is. So I plan to stream. I started streaming at 11 p.m. for me, and I was going to play until my birthday, which was midnight. But somehow it is now 1:30 a.m., and I'm still live for some reason. I've just been having a good chat with Mecha here mostly, and playing some fun songs to go with it. Although, I should probably go to sleep soon. But thank you very much for being here. Mecha says, I think how I first found out about it was her personal cover on the... I don't know what you're talking about, unfortunately. But, yeah. Right Shower, she's my... You know, as all the trainers say, she's our daughter, right? I don't want to get too much into like the whole like parasocial aspect of it, because I think it is a little bit weird, and I think we should draw a little bit of a line when we talk about the umas, you know, but I understand where that comes from, and she's so precious. I think she deserves much better than what the fans gave her. But I know it's based on real life, you know, I guess they didn't like Rice taking all the wins from the other horses at the time, so that really sucks. Yeah, so I guess as we're talking about the time, I am feeling pretty sleepy now. Well, I'm not actually feeling that sleepy because I'm too focused here playing and on chat, but I should be heading to bed soon. So thank you very much, everyone here who has been watching the stream. Thank you very much for celebrating my birthday with me, this very special moment. Thank you for all the donations. It really does mean a lot. I hope that, you know, in the coming year I can continue to make covers that will resonate with you all. Continue to make music that not just people like, but, you know, you can really feel. Because that's always been my goal. I love anime, and I love the music in anime because it makes me feel emotions. It helps me express myself, and they're really powerful stories that like have inspired me to do many things. And my goal with this channel has always been to create arrangements that can evoke those same emotions to you. So yeah, I really do hope that I can continue to do that in the future. Thank you very much once again, everyone, for tuning into the stream. And yeah, I will be heading out. Thank you very much, and see you guys next time. Mecha, thanks for staying. Have a nice day. I'm going to sleep. Thank you very much for always sticking with me. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure talking to you. We talked about a lot of stuff. Talked about a lot of my favorite anime, Sound Euphonium. Recently, all this Uma Musume stuff. Or, you know, it's like, it's weird. I haven't really had the chance to yap so much about my thoughts on anime to anyone else. So it's been great talking with you. But yeah, you get on with your day. I will get on with my sleep, probably. And I will see you in the next video, stream, or wherever that is. So bye, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.